So, the long-awaited this topic we have discussed in मतलब एक बार प्री हम इंट्रोडक्शन कर चुके और इसमें हम कहीं ना कहीं एनुअल रिटर्न पे बेसिक्स पे डिस्कशन कर चुके थे. बट उस समय जब हमारी टैक्सो टीम से डिस्कशन हो रही थी तो पीपल हैड सम एडवांस्ड इश्यूज एंड देयर वर सम इश्यूज इन जीएसटीआर 9C व्हिच वुड वी कुड नॉट टच अपॉन. तो हमारे पास ये करीबन जो कुछ कंटेंट और एक्सपेक्टेड और डिमांडेड था तो आई वांटेड टू कंसंट्रेट ऑन दैट ओनली. तो काजल मैं बेसिक्स पे नहीं जाऊंगा क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी आई थिंक
जी
वी हैव कवर्ड.
यस सर.
ठीक है ना.
हाँ जी सर.
सो आज हमारे को डिस्कस करना है मेजरली 9C एंड हाउ डू वी रिलेट थिंग्स ऑफ 9 टू 9C. ऐसी क्या चीजों का ध्यान रखा जाए जो 9 की होती है और वो 9C में दिखती हैं और हम कैसे 9C को प्रिपेयर करते हैं उस पर थोड़ी सी डिस्कशन बाकी रह गई थी, उसको करते हैं. क्या आपको स्क्रीन विजिबल है? काजल स्क्रीन विजिबल हो गई है?
यस सर.
बाकी हमने Q&A खोल रखा है. सो इफ एनीवन स्टिल हैज क्वेश्चन दे कैन आस्क. गुड इवनिंग. ये हटा दिए मैंने. अब लेटेस्ट हम कुछ क्वेश्चन होंगे तो पूछते जाएंगे साथ साथ. सो आज हम चर्चा करना चाह रहे हैं जीएसटीआर 9C के ऊपर. पहले हम ये देखें कि 9 जब हम फाइनलाइज करते हैं तो देयर आर सर्टेन सेगमेंट्स ऑफ जीएसटीआर 9 जो 9C में पुश होते हैं. ज्यादा लंबी डिस्कशन नहीं है बट यस डिस्कशन इंपॉर्टेंट है. हमारे जीएसटीआर 9 में दो एस्पेक्ट्स हमने पढ़े थे कि एक आउटवर्ड सप्लाईज का टेबल होता है, एक इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट होता है, एक टैक्स पेबल होता है. आप देखिएगा हमारे जो तीनों सेगमेंट है मैं उनको लिंक करने की कोशिश करूंगा. पहले मैं यहाँ सेल्स लिखूंगा. इज देयर वॉइस प्रॉब्लम नाउ अगेन? परवेज जी अब तो नहीं आ रही होगी.
यस सर. सर थोड़ी थोड़ी बीच में ना इंटरप्ट हो रही है आपकी वॉइस.
चलिए मैं लिखता जा रहा हूँ, कोई बात नहीं, साथ साथ अभी
जी.
ठीक हो जाएगी वॉइस. मैं 9C विद जीएसटीआर 9 को लिंक करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. इसमें हमारे तीन सेगमेंट्स हैं. वन इज सेल्स या आउटवर्ड सप्लाई, अनदर इज इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट, द थर्ड इज टैक्स पेबल वर्सेस पेड. व्हेन आई स्टार्ट लिंकिंग दीज टॉपिक्स, सेल को जब हम लिंक करने लगते हैं तो हमारा एक टेबल होता है 4N जो हमारा टेबल होता है. ध्यान से सुनेंगे. 4N प्लस जो हमारी 5 की सप्लाईज होती हैं. I'll try to communicate everything in both the language, in English and Hindi, but you have to cooperate कि आप नोटिंग करते रहें. Keep noting things. So table 4N plus 5 plus 10 minus 11. This is your total turnover of GSTR 9. Kindly keep noting that this is the tables. This 4N should not contain 4G. 4N should not contain 4G. 4N should not contain 4G. Is there the voice problem again, Kajal? Next.
No sir.
Next is about input
It's audible. Yes.
tax credit. I think it's okay now. Yes. So when we move to input tax credit, there is one table that is 7J. This table of GSTR 9 moves to GSTR 9C for reconciliation. In case of tax payable, what are the tables? Understand the table. That is table number 9, payable plus 14 table, both the things go to 9C for reconciliation. Are you understanding these three tables? Have you written it? Let us move further. First glance when you have at GSTR 9C, आपको जब GSTR 9C पहली बार देखते हैं तो आपको दिखता है कि वहां पर एक टेबल होता है, टेबल 5. टेबल 5 talks about turnover reco. अब turnover reco starts from 5A, which is as per books of accounts. Now, can anybody answer that? Let us say an assessee have 4 GST registrations in 4 different states. However, his balance sheet turnover is 10 crore rupees. I think 10 lakhs. Let us assume 10 lakhs. Let us assume it is 10 lakh rupees. Out of which 1 lakh pertains to A, 2, 3, 4. When we move to GSTR 9C, can anybody answer? Do we start with this 10 lakh rupees in 5A or this 1 lakh rupees? My question, do we start with this 10 lakhs or 1 lakhs in 5A? Do we write 10 lakhs or 1 lakh? Harsha ji said 10 lakhs. Abhinav ji said 1 lakhs. Are you getting my question? This is P&L income, profit and loss income. Income side says the consolidated balance sheet, the audited signed balance sheet have 10 lakh rupees. However, A state, B state, C and D have different breakup when the consolidation was found. Do we start with 1 lakh or 10 lakh? So people are writing mixed responses. Mixed. Let me tell you. When we are doing GST 9C of A state, we need to start with 1 lakh rupees. So let me talk to you on reconciliation, write it in a reframed manner. Income as per P&L, write it as 10 lakhs, less B, C and D, 9 lakhs, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Here it is 1 lakh. Now this is the 5A from which you need to start. 5A. There are n number of reconciliation aspects till 5O. And remember, this 5O is other reconciliation. After which you get one figure which compares with GSTR 9 जो मैंने सेल लिखी थी पीछे, GSTR 9, and after which there comes a difference. So ये फिगर जो है आपकी ये ऑटो पॉपुलेट होती है और ये GSTR 9 से ली जाती है. ये ऑटो पॉपुलेट होके GSTR 9 से ली जाती है. ठीक है जी? Is it okay? If you have turnover in different states, you need to bifurcate and take turnover from one state and start with books of account for that state. अब यहाँ पर आपको डिफरेंट ऑडिट कराने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट आपको derive करनी है internally, and this is as per the instructions of Form 9C. If you have distinct person, if you have multiple GST within same PAN, you need to internally derive the sales of that GSTI in books and then compare it. So these contain things like unbilled revenue, advances, valuation aspects, and things like such. So here it is all going to help you in reconciling this 1 lakh with, let us say here it is 2 lakh in GSTR 9. Now what all can be the differential aspects? क्या मुझे कोई बता सकता है कि डिफरेंस के एस्पेक्ट्स क्या हो सकते हैं? What can be the difference aspects? Can anybody tell me what can be the differential aspects? What can be the reason for differences between books 1 lakh and other than what I have written? Unbilled revenue, advances, valuation aspect. Take for example, in profit and loss account, very good, goods in transit. Okay. No, how, Abhinavji, goods in transit can be a difference in sales turnover? Till the time you answer, let me write something. Let us say आपके पास एक प्लांट एंड मशीनरी थी, इसकी बुक वैल्यू थी 10,000. यू हैव सोल्ड इट और इसकी ट्रांजैक्शन वैल्यू है लेट अस से 18,000. Hence your P&L, profit and loss account, will contain 8,000 as profit on sale of asset. Now here in turnover reco, this contains 8,000 rupees, whereas this contains 18,000 rupees. Need to understand, you need to minus 8,000 plus 18,000 to reach up to this figure. Are you getting my concern areas? That profit on sale of asset is also a differential reason in GSTR 9C turnover reconciliation. Is it clear? Is it clear? Are you getting what I am saying, sir? Another reason can be internal stock transfers. Internal stock transfer. Whenever I have these 4 GST numbers, there can be inter-stock transfers. There can be internal stock transfers, which gets knocked off while consolidating the balance sheet. Hence, stock transfer will also form part of reconciliation. Is it clear? Done. Moving further. Now to the next aspect, that is input tax credit. See, we need to discuss only 3 aspects. Sale aspect I have discussed. Moving to the input tax credit aspect. The input tax credit starts with table 12 in GSTR 9C. There is 12A, it says books of accounts ITC. 12B, it says plus previous financial year ITC booked in current financial year. minus 12C current financial ITC booked in subsequent financial year. This comes to a figure out of which a figure gets populated from GSTR 9, that is table 7J, and then comes a difference. So ideally this difference has to be 0, but let us assume you have availed excess or less ITC. Let us assume you availed less or excess input tax credit. मान लेते हैं एग्जांपल से बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में आपका आईटीसी था 10 lakhs और 3B में you have availed 1 lakh 11 lakhs, that is 1 lakh is extra. Now how do you report it in this? See, in table 12A you would be getting 10 lakhs 0 0, it comes to 10 lakhs. Here it comes 11 lakhs, difference comes to 1 lakh. Now you need to justify the difference amounts to extra ITC availed which has not been reversed. Extra ITC availed which has not been reversed, and reversed will be to DRC 03. Is it concluded? Do you have any questions? Another aspect which was left in previous discussion that we had that day was regarding tax payable in GSTR 9C, that is table number 9. It is also called Ratewise Reco. It has multiple rates, but this has to be as per books of accounts. Now when you break your sales as per books of accounts, it also contains reverse charge mechanism. Now this table is wonderfully designed as it also carries your total and then a figure carries from GSTR 9, table 9 plus table 14, and remember it is payable, not paid but payable. Whatever you change in GSTR 9 and add back in payable, there will have difference is 0 here, and after which here it comes as a difference, and after that this here comes as a difference. So hence 3 aspects of GSTR 9C, that is your turnover RICO, ITC RICO and rate-wise RICO, I've tried to discuss, where in this table 5 of 9C, table 12 of 9C, 9 of GSTR 9C, all these tables comes into play. So kindly note all these relevant information. Now what I want to discuss more is attaching in GSTR. You can add GSTR 90. There are 2 things. One is profit and loss. Again, consolidated you have to attach. Balance sheet, consolidated you have to attach. 2 attachments I suggest which are there which add, and I am recommending to add them also. One is the 5O RICO, because 5O is again optional this year. You can mention every turnover breakup individually also, or you can mention as a knockoff net of figure in 5O also. So आप 5O का breakup लगाइए that how the 5O is formed, that is how you started from 5A 1 lakh to how you reach 2 lakhs. Keep mentioning and detailed reason should be attached. Another thing is your books of account versus books of accounts of this GST. You remember I started with this reconciliation. You ideally should mention the reconciliation in PDF form also in this format. So because you are attaching consolidated balance sheet P&L, so officer will first start with this, then reduce this, and he has an access to all the 9C of all different units. So he can ideally do 5A total of each GST number and should be able to add them as required with 9 lakhs, and your total turnover should get tallied. I hope you are able to grasp what I'm saying. So this is the main fundamental I wanted to discuss about GSTR 9C that day. That was left and I wanted to add. Now I, Kajal, suggest if we can have that advanced questions which you were saying people are having and they can discuss with me. Let us discuss.
Sure, sir.
If anyone has any question related to 9 or 9C, they can ask me because these questions were also left. Do you have any question? Technical any question? Yes, there comes up. Is it possible that 12F not be 0 due to genuine reason or should come 0? Yes, Abhinavji, 12F genuinely comes not as 0. Let us say you have availed excess ITC, I told you. That case also it for sure comes up and pop up as not 0. Less availed ITC also pops up as the not 0 figure. Clear? Clear? Any more questions, Kajal? Yes. Now Lalitji has asked a question. Previous IT claim in current ITC. How to report in table 8? Nothing you can report in table 8, sir. M में डालिए, table 8 will automatically get mashed. Okay, Lalit ji. Preet. ITC 9 should be taken as per books or 3B. Preet, I think in my last session also I discussed in 6B you need to mention current financial year ITC in current financial year or 3B whichever is lower or 3B whichever is lower. We bought car 10 lakh and we did not take ITC. We sold it for 6 lakh. No, Abhinavji, GST is not liable because in January 2018, there came a notification which said that you have to pay only ITC, GST on sale of car on when there is a positive margin. Otherwise, ignore that value. Surajit ji asked a question. Suppose output supply some value not added, but this value adjusted. Yes, you need to mention in table 10 and 14, payable and paid. Table 6B should be ITC as per accounts occurring the year. Yes, it is to be current year ITC in current financial year only. Okay. Now Lalit ji asking how to report the reversal done in 3B which was reversed as per the new rule. Sir, you need to mention that reversal in 7H. 7H. Previously disclosed what? ITC or sales? Preet, what are you asking? Is it ITC or sale? ITC. I've told that it has to go to 6M. I think you must all watch the previous session also. I have elaborated in detail why it should go to 6M. Do not mention in 6B, take it in 6M. Someone filed ITC of March. Okay. And sir, Abhinavji, now the date has been shifted to 30th November, actual filing date. So it is still eligible. Parvez, if reversal is to be made through GSTR 9 due to negative difference in table 8. Sir, yes, actually that reversal should go to 6M and you file DRC 03. Able to do some portal form. Mamta ji, then you need to show me what the error you are having. Anyway, Jason, you can download it and you need to add it because HSN is mandatory this year. Sir, if we avail. Kuldeep, you are asking a question. If you have a less ITC as compared to 2A difference, where should in that case, if you have less availed, show it in available but not availed. The table 8C of GST. Rajiv ji, in that case, you need to identify which is the ITC which you have taken in next financial year 30th. If you are able to still find it, then I think it can be easy to go. No issues. But sir, did not come into October 2B. So then it's a technical issue. But I think if it is coming before 30th November, you can take it. Okay. Before 30th actual. Surajit is asking where, sir, when filing annual return, first pay liability, then file or first file. You can do anything because it is nowhere an issue because GSTR 9 can be filed without even paying the tax also. आपकी choice. Any further questions? Some seller of different state. Incorrect. Sir Abhinavji, in that case, you need to remove that credit note or you need to take that ITC now because you have already reduced that, not taken that ITC. Yes, interest can be included or it can even form part of reconciliation if I owe per way. So for 8C, what 8C, Rajiv ji, what 8C, if you have booked in next financial year, 8C, if you have booked in next financial year, you can take the ITC to 8C. Abhinavji, A5, what do you mean by A5? Kuldeep, your question, let me check. What was your question? Sir, if you are having a positive difference in 8D, it is available but not available or available but ineligible. In that case, आपको 8E और F में उसको break करना है, कुलदीप जी. Yes, HSN ITC is still optional, sir. Khalid ji. Sale from proprietary firm. If you are having a GST number, in that case आपको करना पड़ेगा सर. परवेज you need to file 9 से. Mamta ji, what was your question? Let me check. In that case you can contact me, Mamta ji. I will try to figure out what was the technical issue and help you in that. So Rajiv, in that case, our balance is negative also. In that case, you should substantiate it. If you are having a supporting, then not an issue, sir. Abhinav ji कह रहे हैं ineligible. That is a technical issue, Abhinav ji. You need to add it to manually and you need to remove it. Share of profit is not included, but yes, interest is included, sir. I think Kajal ji, questions have been completed. Kajal
Yes,
ji?
sir. I think Kuldeep Bhardwaj has raised the hand. So,
So आप उनको unmute कर दीजिए ना, जो है hand
okay,
raise कर
sure,
रहे
sir.
हैं. Person.
हेलो
Abhinav ji, I don't allow request them to take the input tax.
हेलो
कुलदीप जी
हाँ
बताइए.
हाँ गुड इवनिंग सर. सर मेरे
Good evening.
वो आपने क्वेश्चन बता दिया कि जो लेस आईटीसी है वो हमने ई या एफ में आईटीसी अवेलेबल बट नॉट अवेल्ड में डालते हैं तो नीचे 8K में वो आ जाएगा, डिफरेंस आ जाता है और उसमें सर
लैप्स हो
नोटिस
जाएगा ना सर,
आता
वो
है.
डिफरेंस लैप्स होगा सर, वो
लैप्स हो
लैप्स
जाता है
होता
तो
है.
जी लैप्स होता है तो सर वो फिर नोटिस में उन्होंने ये कहते हैं कि वाई शुड नॉट मेक आईटीसी रिवर्सल और मेक डिमांड. तो उस पोजीशन में क्या करना होगा
सर वो
सर
तो
हमें?
आपने, सर आप समझिए उसको सेंस
जी
समझिए उस टेबल की. उसकी सेंस क्या है? आप 8A में ज्यादा आ रहा है, आपने लिया कम है, अब और क्या रिवर्सल करना
जी
बाकी रहेगी?
वो ये
उसको
कहते हैं ना सर
समझाना
कि
पड़ेगा.
जो जो उन्होंने सर ये रिवर्सल जो किया है कि पूरा आईटीसी हमें पहले वो अवेल करना है, देन फिर रिवर्सल करके और वो जीएसटीआर 2A के इक्वल हमको मतलब शो करना है, जैसे जो आजकल करंट फाइनेंशियल ईयर में उन्होंने एडवाइजरी जारी की
सर
है जो आईटीसी रिवर्सल.
आपका तो सर उल्टा केस है. सर आपने लिया ही कम है.
जी सर. तो
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 फिर
उसमें सर हमें रिवर्सल की कोई जरूरत नहीं है ना?
नहीं 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 सर, नहीं सर.
ओके. अच्छा सर दूसरी
ठीक है.
मेरी क्वेरी ये है कि एक 3,000 के करीब वो आउटवर्ड सप्लाई जो है
होल्ड.
2022-23 की, वो मैं इसमें अपने जो पीरियड जो GSTR 1 में जो सितंबर तक दिखानी थी वो नहीं दिखा पाया हूँ. तो वो 9 में तो
9 में
उसको
दिखा दो सर,
दिखा
9 में दिखा दो, दिखा दो, दिखा
उसमें
दो, दिखा
ऐड कर सकते हैं सर इसमें करंट
दो. यस
वाले
सर,
में इसको?
कर सकते
ओके
हैं
सर
सर, कर
थैंक यू.
सकते
थैंक यू.
हैं.
नो
ओके.
नीड सर GSTR 9C.
नहीं सर, कर सकते हैं.
ओके सर थैंक यू.
with that, we come to the end of this wonderful session today. I hope you all found the session informative and insightful. I would like to thank CA Navya Malhotra sir for his time today and for sharing his wonderful insights with all of us. It has been an honor and privilege to have you all with us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone.
थैंक यू
In case
भाई.
of consolidation, in case of consolidated balance